Hello all. Oh, I'm down low here. This is Matt and this is Whatcast. So today we are going to revisit the coping session between Vicar, whatever his name is, JJ and Tron. Don't mess with Tron, by the way, he's well hard. And are they finally going to get to the point? They're a huge success. TFE is a huge success for Flat Earth, is what they've called this this stream that they've done here. Let's check it out and see what a success it's been for them, because I haven't spoke about it yet in 2 shows that I've done here. So let's see what they've got to say about it today.
His life, and you don't want to see that it could be faked or it is faked, right? Because he's even before these people go that he was showing on a flat earth the 24-hour sun and all this stuff.
Wow. Kicking off here. Are they going to talk about it? Let's see.
And the way these people are behaving with the questions when he was there in Antarctica, now with the debate, so looks quite fishy, right? Because just because you have an app and you are saying there could be a 24-hour sun and you explain it, doesn't mean it has to be true.
It's true. You all know it was going to be true before it even happened. That's why you all had excuses lined up for when it did happen, because none of you really believe this bollocks that you pretend to believe. You just thought it would never be able to be disproved, and anything that anyone said you could just shout fake at and feel special, and now that's all gone. It's all gone, and you are coping.
Yeah. So well, it's in question. What? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's important to rely more on your God-given attributes. They want us to hand dismiss all your senses, and
nope. Build a house, don't use any tools to measure it with, and see how you get on. And also, if you're just using your God-given things, then your eyes are God-given if you believe in God, and you can see the sun not setting for 24 hours, for months, in fact. Right?
That's very not a good idea. These are divine senses that we have. And when you really
divine senses, well,
dive into them and use them, your discernment is key, and it's powerful.
God, he loves words that have got make no sense in the conversation.
Powerful, and you see who's who a lot easier. And it's like, because like Alonso, I've seen a lot of bad things. He's allegedly, got this.
I keep putting my hands together like this because I'm pressing the space bar, but you just know there'll be a flat earther out here and go, look, he's doing that. What is it? That. There you go. There's your screenshot.
School, and he's a professor, whatever he wants to claim is fine. But, and at the end of the day, I don't trust anybody. We don't need to trust people. All you got to do is do the due diligence and use real science, and things that are demonstrable, observable, measurable, testable, instead.
It keeps forgetting repeatable.
Taking opinions, but it's obviously all just a scripted show, just like everything else is. It's like I said, they like to use the same playbook. So if you're just into flat earth, it's a lot harder to see. But if you've been in this game for a long time and just the whole ride of this false reality that they paint for us, it's a very easy to see. And I don't know, I don't trust nobody anymore. The final experiment really woke us up to a lot of uncomfortable truth, that a lot of
the earth ain't flat. That's what it woke everyone up to.
People that we grow attached to and over the years you end up trusting doesn't mean they're not capable of being compromised.
Oh God, Jesus Christ. Should have put your name down then, Double J, shouldn't you? Should have gone yourself. Should have done a crowd fund. Should have got some of these dickheads to put some money in the pot. Nick Roger Ledwell's cash. Give you a head start, because they ain't never going.
No.
Oh, yeah, and could be that it was always the case right from the beginning, because when we are now seeing the big picture, JJ, you can literally see how the community was being played by these people, right?
Yeah, because so this is where the religious belief comes in. They don't think it's possible that the sun could do that. So it didn't do that because it's not possible in their head for it to do that. So therefore, anybody admitting that it did do that, it must be compromised, must be lying. But I'll say this, like I say to every flat earther that I speak to, and I'm not speaking to these people, but they will watch it eventually, right? Their ego won't allow them not to. Hi, guys. Go down to the southern tip of Chile and observe where the sun is. You will see it is to your south. impossible on your ridiculous map that Tron has there. So that will at least debunk that map. Then you can finally get round to admitting that you were wrong all along, and that you'll realize that you're looking south. The sun is still quite high in the sky. It's only going down for a little while, which means if you go further south, it won't go down at all. You don't need to go to Antarctica.
Jaren was crying about his subscribers, and because it's all more than half were bots, Jaren. That's why you are screwed. Apart from the flat earthers who are following you, who are gone, right? The few globers you have got, the rest are bots.
That's bullshit. Jaren used to get big numbers on all of his videos back in the day. It's not bots. YouTube doesn't reward bots anyway. They know what the bots are, and they don't reward you or share your content if you've got loads of fucking bots. Just say any old shit. Like, he's got 160,000. He's still got them as well. And his content used to do 20,000, 30,000, 40,000. Fuck me. If that's low numbers, I'd love to have those numbers.
That is the reason you
And so would you.
Came up.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's a huge red flag for that whole 24-hour sun, because let's look at this, from an outside perspective. And once you understand, they've already faked the 24-hour sun in the past. That's why we're here in 2025 trying to prove it. It's like they got caught faking it. You would never fake something.
No, they didn't. Actually contact these people with these videos and find out what is going on with them. And if you don't believe it, just spend some money, go as south as you can afford, and watch what the sun does, rather than just shouting "nuh-uh" at the top of your voice with your mates on the internet.
Something that was real in the first place. So before they even went, most of us already knew that the shenanigan was at play. The
shenanigan was at play.
Obvious. So they're just going to go try to fake it again. The final attempt. The final excuse. So.
Yeah, because it's them making excuses, isn't it? Yeah. Someone like Dean Odell come out with this idea. If we go down there and the sun circles above our head, it's a globe. Then Dean Odell says afterwards, you don't think that Satan could do that? So Dean Odell thinks the sun was there, but Satan turned into the sun. Weiss thinks someone used lasers to create the sun, hiding behind the mountains. And you're not even saying what you think. Where were they? What was up with the GPS tracking? What was up with the marathon that was happening there at the time? What's up with the people that go there every fucking year? What's up with your poster boy, Whitsitt, who's still trying to be a flat earther because he cannot accept that his income stream has been cut in half at least?
I don't know. I think that it's very problematic when people try to push a 24-hour sun. I think it's just obfuscation and diluting, just trying to get everybody divided, because half of us aren't believing in it. Half of us are subscribing. Oh, well, there is a 24-hour sun, but it's still flat. All these other assertions are just more division, in my opinion.
Just
I think
call it for what it was, the fake experiment.
That's all it was. And we've seen it.
So cringe. Listen, it's all fake. These are grown men. Grown men. Sometimes you're wrong. Just say, fuck, mate, sun didn't set. Even if you want to pretend it's still flat, go look at Alonso's model or that other prick fucking, I can't remember his name, that thinks he's got a model that does it.
We've seen it before.
Yeah, guys, but the question is, now what the fuck Whitsitt is telling to the people? Okay, there's a 24-hour sun on a flat earth, right? A hater of AE map, he himself, right? That there is a 24-hour sun. That means there's a fucking South Pole where he went, right? Yes, Austin? Is it like that?
Yep. Exactly. Doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? Whitsitt is pretending that the Earth is still flat, but he has no model, and he's pretending he doesn't need one. He absolutely does need one. And one of you could possibly tell me where the South Pole is on your soppy map down there.
Right.
But you won't.
Yeah. No, he's playing his part, man.
Exactly. If he's saying there's a 24-hour sun and he saw it by himself, so he's also saying there's another South Pole, and only South Pole that where these people went. So tell to.
No, they didn't go to the South Pole. I thought you'd all studied it really hard. They didn't go to the South Pole. They went to Union Glacier.
The people preach now your new modified version of flat earth, just because you want people to believe that what you guys saw was true. Go ahead, brother JJ.
With the due diligence that I've done and the research that I've done, I've looked over hundreds of hours, and I'll continue to. I watch that shit every day and just rewatch, and
No, you don't. There's absolutely no way you are watching 24 hours of basically not much happening but the sun in the sky and everyone walking around. There's no way you are watching hundreds of hours of that in real time every day. You're just not doing that. That's just another lie.
I noticed that that obviously it was faked, and I could prove it. That I don't
Go ahead.
even think Union Glacier even exists, because what I did was I went and looked at everything that's not related to the final
Union Glacier doesn't even exist.
experiment, like all their marathons, their skydiving events, all these nonsensical bullshit. There's never any frost on their glasses, never any frost
Yeah, they've just been faking the marathon for years as well. That's all fake. They just lied about that building up to this moment. So because they knew soon someone was going to take some flat earthers down there, and so they had to build it up like it was real for 10, 20, 30 years just so they could pretend it was a real place, so as nobody was suspicious when they finally did this.
on the windows or any of the tents. They never have any breath. They never have any runny noses. They never have raccoon eyes. This is the coldest place on earth. They're in 10-degree
In the summer.
weather, no gloves, taking their shirts off. I've proven with all these marathons. Go look at every marathon that you can find that's ever happened in Union Glacier, and you'll see that Mount Rossman is fake as fuck.
Yeah, there's a fake mountain in there. But you just look at these marathons, the mountain's fake. They've just faked the mountain. Because, yeah, why would they need to do that? We're just going to put a fake mountain there. We'd invent it for the first ever footage of the marathon years ago, and we'll just recreate it and put it into CGI every marathon since, just so as we can have it there for when they go there for no reason whatsoever.
Okay, that place isn't even real. I think
It's not real.
the whole place is a hoax, in my opinion. And it's not just coming out of left field. I have plenty of documentation and due diligence.
Oh, really? I'd love to see your documentation about Union Glacier not being real. Maybe you could present that one day. I'm inviting you now to Whatcast to present the documentation about Union Glacier not being real.
To back what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The whole place
Full of
is
fakery.
shenanigans. The whole place, not just the sun, the entire location. And, the Antarctic Treaty isn't a joke. That's not a hoax. And,
It's not, doesn't say what you say it says, though.
when we say you can't independently explore, that has implications behind it. It's not just because we want the earth to be flat, it's because they're gatekeeping, and the fact that you think anybody can think that.
No, it's because you want the earth to be flat.
Oh, you could go and run a marathon there or go watch the sun yourself. I'm tired of hearing that,
So go to the southern point of Chile.
Wake the hell up, dude. I mean, don't you see the writings on the wall?
No.
I mean, are you that, lazy to do the due diligence? Because the truth is,
No, what I really want to do, the due diligence, as he's calling it, right? So I'd love to see his documentation that he's got about Union Glacier being fake. I'd love to see that. I want to do the due diligence. I just don't know where to find it. I'm not as smart as him.
always in your face somewhere. You just can't be lazy. You have to go fight for the truth, man. Fight for it. Nothing's free, including truth. You have to.
Yeah. How much is the truth today, mate? Oh, $1.99. Oh, God, I'll have some of that then.
Fight.
Oh, I've got a fight. Oh, fuck it then. I'll just lie.
So here we are.
Oh yeah, and these people were not just taken because of the pretty face or because of a bit of influence these people had, right?
Yeah,
There are things that we don't, right?
I'm waiting for Tron to tell everyone how hard he is again.
People get or want to get it now to what could be all behind this, right? The picture could be like much more bigger. That, as you guys are saying, as you are saying too, Jay, like it's very difficult to fucking trust anybody. As I'm saying to Tron too, right?
Yeah,
there were doubts before, but
yeah. Trust is going to be your downfall. I think that trust is a word that you shouldn't use. I think that we're going to meet a lot of Mike-minded people. Mike?
Yeah. A lot of mic-grinded people. That's what I think we need. It's definitely mic-grinded.
Liked people? Whatever the hell you say it.
Yeah, maybe you should just stick to 3-letter words. It'd be all right with them.
There you go. I don't know why I'm struggling with that one. But
Well, all the long words you're using have got no significance to the sentences you're putting them in.
Anyway, really, ultimately, it's a solo journey, and we're gonna, get a lot of people together that feel the same way and have come to the same conclusions. But at the end of the day, trust is a very dangerous place.
Is it? Trust is a place now, is it? Where you going this year? Spain now, we're going to trust. Where's that? Sunny there, is it? Expensive? Ah, it's all right. Not much nightlife at Trust. It's not a nice couple of beaches there, though.
You know, that's what I've learned. You don't want to trust anybody, you know, and that doesn't mean they're right or wrong, or that you don't believe what they're saying, or keep what they're saying, you know. But you need to do your due diligence on anybody. You can't just have
get your documentation. If you have a conversation with someone, make sure you get documentation of it afterwards to make sure they was telling the truth, because he's got loads of it.
a blind faith, or you know, you have to be very awake and do the
It's a
work,
good thing he's awake. He's waking the rest of us up with his knowledge.
man. You know.
Exactly, and the people who have eyes to see have been seeing already from a very long time, who has been doing dicey and fishy stuff, and who
Yeah. Dicey and fishy.
are more or less going for the truth, right? The people who have eyes to see are seeing it, right? This was just a catalyst to tell and show the people, like, what the fuck, hey, wake the fuck up, right?
Yeah.
He says, yeah. Dicey and fishy. Yeah, that's right. Where's Tron gone? I want to hear him tell everyone how he's just going to beat everyone up because he's fearless.
Yeah, it's so important because, you know, I think learning fallacies are one of the biggest takes that I've ever, you know, one of my biggest growing moments was learning what fallacies are, because when you're being fallacious, your arguments become moot and you have no legs to stand on if you're going to be fallacious. And the truth
You know who else ain't got any legs to stand on? Amputees.
of the matter is you cannot claim you live on a globe, a sphere, without being fallacious. And that's just reality. And, you know, it's like Witsit helped me a lot with learning fallacies. And then he comes back and he's one of the most fallacious people all this.
Yeah. He was on your wall, wasn't he, before, above your bed, Witsit with no shirt on. Then he has to admit, because he's filmed at midnight on a live stream with the sun above his head. So what's he going to say? The sun's not out. He's not going to do that, is he? But because he admits it, because he hasn't got any choice. If he could have got away with it, he definitely would have. But he couldn't. And now you don't like him anymore. Don't love him. But you tore that poster down, chucked it in, burnt it, probably.
You know, it's pretty telling. And a lot of his people that still listen to him are like, oh, I've known Witsit for 10 years. He's never steered me wrong or lied to me. He would never. Why do you think he's lying? It's like, well, that's, once again, it's a fallacy. You know, I mean, anybody could lie to you for any amount of time and then turn on
You're lying to everyone at the moment. So I suppose you've got a point.
you tomorrow, or be compromised or sold out or threatened. There's other, you know, variables that your just hand is missing here. So it's important
Your hand dismissing.
to understand what fallacies are and who is using them and why they're using them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, brother. Because if you're being a part of a psyop, right, where the so-called, the three flat earthers who went there, two flipped, and one is pretending that he's not flipped, and one is
That's true. Two flipped and one is pretending that he hasn't flipped. You know why? Because they all saw the 24-hour sun. They can't explain it. That's why. All three of you would have flipped or pretended to not flipped if you'd gone.
out his own agenda that he learned from there. So, right, you are
Right.
part of the psyop, bro. Even if you think you are telling you're the most honest and the
Imagine being this paranoid. It's a psyop. It didn't go the way I thought, so that's all fake.
truthful, everything around you shows what the fuck is happening. The people didn't buy it, right?
Right. Yeah, and you know, he also was very famous for saying the truth doesn't fear investigation, you know, and then the second you try to investigate the truth, it's like, here we are.
Attacking.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit, you know, you're a traitor, and it's like every name in the book they treat
That's what everyone said about him. Well, he's called other people a traitor, has he? I don't know what you're talking about. That's what everyone's saying to him. He's gone and investigated the truth.
you like you're a glober all of a sudden if you want to question them. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
telling.
Nothing they're saying's making any sense. This is like so childish.
you were not selected because
There's me sitting there laughing at it. That's completely adult of me.
of the pretty face. You went there and you wanted to give proof, so people are going to ask questions. You didn't answer any questions. You guys were just running around the bushes, right?
Yeah. All you did in Antarctica was ran around the bushes. Don't remember seeing any bushes. There's a sun in the bush. Is it hiding? Maybe. Don't know. Bush was probably fake. The mountain was fake. Probably no bushes. Probably just CGI'd them in afterwards.
Showing us bullshit, right? Coming up with fake shit.
Well, there was bullshit in the bushes. What's it? The cows went in there for a shit, did they? I'll better put some bushes in. We got some cows knocking about here.
And people were more entertaining that. You never gave us the data, right?
Right.
So,
Exactly.
and what were you expecting after this, right? You know very well And he knew very well that what
I know very well.
Jaren is going to be doing too, right? And the other ones. These people were all a part of this whole documentary that they want
Sounds like cognitive dissonance to me, mate.
to take out. All the ones who are flipping are part of the documentary,
Flipping.
right?
Yeah.
There where
Yeah.
we have to see the big picture, that the people have to understand the big picture, right? One first example, yeah, Mr. Robbie Davidson, guy, yeah, who's
Yep.
Robbie Davison, that was the guy that used to put together all of the events, wasn't it? The Flat Earth events. That was funny that he flipped.
a flat
I know what you're
earther,
talking about. Yep.
yeah, a flat earther doing conferences,
Yeah.
right, making money off flat earth. The first time I heard his name, he was already doing a conferences, right? In those conferences, they were doing hit pieces in the conferences, right? The Logan Paul and the other people, right? Always to make
No, they wasn't. They were getting trolled without realizing it because they're not very bright. All right, that's what was happening. They wasn't part of them. They didn't call up Logan Paul or everything. So they come down and make us look like pricks. Like you just look like pricks.
flat earth look ridiculous and making money out of it, right? And trying to control the narrative, right? In the name of the truth, in name of the Bible, in the name of Jesus, whatever is the other excuse,
Yep.
right?
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm missing Tron here. It's not the same without Big T. So I'm going to end that for today. Maybe revisit this tomorrow. I might do a whole week of this because this is quite funny. I don't know where I'm going to find better content than this stuff. And I'm definitely going to watch the rest of it, whether I react to it or not. So let me know either you want me to or not. Right, thank you for watching. If you've watched all the way to the end here, please subscribe. Click the bell bollocks and buymeacoffee.com/whatcast to support the show and join as a member. I might start doing member only. This is what I'm being advised to do by the Tube Review. Yeah, do member only stuff. That'll encourage members. So I might start doing some of that. Right, cheers. See you later.